having friends what you can rely on, do you know what I mean? Because when I was younger, I just had that many. There wasn't one good one or even two good ones, you know, and then in the end it just turns out that they were all bad mates. And now, the place where I work as well, everyone's dead nice there, do you know what I mean? I'm not used to it, and it was only last year I couldn't picture myself in the job where I am now, but now it's good and it's better because no matter where you go, everyone's happy, and so it keeps you happy.
Just people who are positive around me makes me positive. So like my friends, my family.
When I was growing up, I lived with my mum, dad and sister. My mum left when I was about 4, then my sister fell out with my dad, and then she left when I was about 12. That was really hard for me because I was very close to my sister.
And when I was growing up, I lived with my mum, dad and my 2 brothers. When I was about 3, my mum left and I have never seen her since.
I went to a different senior school from my mates to make a fresh start there. I didn't really like school, I was always getting into trouble. After going to a few different schools, I left when I was about 14. I moved out as well to live with my auntie because my dad wasn't a good dad. It was hard making new mates in a different area as well, but I was closer to my mum and my sister, so it was all good. It had been a few years since I'd seen them. My mum was a drug addict by this time. My auntie also tried her best to help my mum and my sister as well, but my mum had moved away again and my sister moved back in with us.
I loved my new school and made loads of friends. At the time, my dad was using drugs. When I was about 9, my dad went to jail, so me and my 2 brothers stayed with my nan and granddad. I always look forward to go and visit my dad. When he came out, he lived with us. He was still using drugs though. When I was 12 or 13, my older brother went to jail. He was in and out for a bit, then he got a 4-year sentence.
When I got settled in my auntie, she was coaching me to get a job or go to college, which was hard at the time because my mates weren't in school either and we always just used to chill somewhere smoking and drinking. At the same time, still getting into trouble, but because I wasn't in school, I was always just hanging around on the streets and getting caught, like getting arrested. I had to go to the young offenders for 2 years.
I was the only one from my school to go to my secondary school. I got to meet new people and make a fresh start. I liked it a lot, but then I got into the wrong crowd and started offending. I was in and out of police stations and courtrooms, but it did not bother me at the time. When I was 15, I got involved in peer mentoring with the Elata project. We got paid for doing 2 days of training. It was okay. 2 days before my 16th birthday, I got sent to jail. I was in a place called Hassockfield. It was in Durham, so I was a long way from home.
I also started a mentoring course after the training days with the Elata project. Started mentoring kids in pupil referral units in London over the internet on a chat room basis. I am now a qualified peer mentor. It is easy to relate to the kids. Some of them feel a bit excluded from society, so we work with them to help them fit in by building their confidence and sharing experiences with them. Sometimes it's a bit sad hearing what they have to say about themselves and what's going on in their life, but we just try to think about the positive things what are easy to forget about.
I learnt a lot in jail. I met new people and seen a lot. I was only there 3 months. When I got out, I got back into education and tried to sort my life. Now I have completed a course with Merseyside Fire Service and the Princess Trust. I really enjoyed it a lot. Some of the stuff we done was first aid, community projects and the MVQ2 in basketball coaching.
I also completed the Princess Trust course, which is good, and it teaches you basic work essentials like voluntary work, first aid and helping in the community. Towards the end, I started going to college and working in the night as well, which was proper stressful at the time. At the yacht, I learnt a lot and I made loads of good mates at the same time who I still speak to now. I joined a youth forum with a few friends from the yacht. It is people who have been through the mentoring system themselves, just like us, who quote the kids who are there now and give the head of service feedback. We hope to make changes for the better in the youth service. Now I live independently. I am now an associate of Aim Higher, Liverpool University, and have a part-time job at a cafe in town. Thanks for listening.
Someone who's positive, who's a safe person to be with, someone you can rely on, and who's there to help you at the end of the day if you need it.
Get a mentor. You need a mentor. It's always good to have a mentor anyway, even if, like, I've got mates who like mentor me, even though like they're only mates and they're just doing what they do, but even just doing what they do can help.
It will be good for me to do this because I can share my experiences with the kids and try my best to help them. When you're a kid, you don't really get listened to.
I think parents need to understand, don't be scared to give them a hug.
I don't know at this point what I want to do with my life. Not all young people are like that.
It's good to have a mentor.
They're like a voice for you as well. If you've got a mentor, they know what's going on, so they can talk on your behalf and make sure that you're being treated right by the right people and that.
It's made me wiser.
We hope to make changes for the better. Thanks for listening.